Okay, let's see how this works. Hello everyone, I've decided I'm going to try to post a video while at work. So I'm just going to, I guess I'm just going to ramble about nothing while working on stuff. So I'll try to explain somewhat what I'm doing here. Currently on the bench, I have this cable that I'm building because this amplifier came in and has a bad channel, it seems, and these Rogers amplifiers, I'll give you a look on this one. They use these D-sub connectors for their inputs right here. Thing's heavy. As you can see in this one, there's these huge transformers. There's one in here, and this big one has two of them. They're really heavy, beastly units. Anyway, before I get off topic too badly, they have these D-sub connectors, so I'm building one to go from this D-sub connector that goes into the big amp. The small amp uses a DB9, the big amp uses a DB15. I'm using that to go into this cable I built already for testing these smaller amplifiers that has my relay signal in and then just a standard headphone jack line in that just goes into the amplifier, and then you have your signals. Since I don't have more of these clip leads or another one of these audio jacks, I'm just making this cable so that I can mate this to here, and then I can connect this smaller cable to this amplifier. Now, I had this finished last night, and originally I had the cable designed so channels 1 through 4, which are all on this side, were left, or one of them, channel A, and then 5 through 8 on this side were channel B, but I've run into, I realized that, wait a minute, each of these amp modules, this is channel 1 and 2, each of the amp modules inside this thing, here, where is one? To show, here we go. If I could get it out of its pack. Each of these amp modules is 2 channels. And so channel 1 and 2 are 1 module. So I decided I was going to rewire this so channel 1, 3, 5, and 7 are channel A, and channel 2, 4, 6, and 8 are channel B, so that I get stereo on 1 module instead of the same input going to both channels. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've already figured out the wiring and got them terminated into these single pairs, and now I'm just going to connect them into this side of my cable in the correct spots. I think it's pin 2 and 3. Yeah, it says, thankfully, these amplifiers are conveniently labeled with what the pinout is for these connectors. So pin 1 is ground for audio. Pin 2 and 3 are channel A and B, and then pin 6 and 7 are relay minus and plus. Those turn the amp on and off. Because if you just plug one of these in, it ain't going to do anything. You need that relay signal to actually turn the amp on. That's how to turn these amps on and off from the organ so that they don't just are, so they're not on all the time drawing power even when the organ's off. Let's see. And I'll demonstrate it later when I finish this cable. So for now, I can close this back up since I've finished my cable assignments. That's what the finished this end of the cable looks like. The reason I have 2 cables going out, these are each 6 or 7 conductor cables. I just looked through the shop and found random cables to use for this. I went over here, as more or less just kind of a decoration thing. Turns out we have this that was just hanging up over there. This is like 14 conductor wire, which is about what I need for this. Let's see, how many conductors is this actually? I think it's 11. Oops. Audio ground, channels 1 through 8, which is 9, and then my relay. So yeah, that's, this would be perfect for that. And yeah, it has the amount of conductors I need. I just didn't realize it was there, so that's why there's the 2 cables. I pulled some of the wires out of one of these cables because I don't need all of them. Let's see, here's one. Oh, here's two. Where's the other one? I pulled a ground wire out of it too. There it is. So I pulled some wires out of the cable. So those just will go there. And I have 4 of them coming out. Each of these colored wires are my channels, and then I have the ground here is just the unshielded wire, and then plus and minus is these 2 black wires that I don't really need to label because they're just going to be inside the connector. They come out as labeled clip leads in this one. See, this one is red and brown, just because I wanted to double up the wire. I didn't have thicker wire on me when I built this. And then this one's black. So, I guess I had thicker wire in black, apparently. Huh. No, this one I had to redo. Okay, so that's how that works. This one's really jank. I think I'm missing bits for it. It's not really in there right. Anyway, let me actually put these in to the cable. So let's see, channel 2 and 3. Make sure these are all the way up. I don't know how much you can see from up there. I'm going to post this video completely unedited regardless. Okay. Let's see. I should continuity test this. Darn it! My phone's up there. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my little laptop here. I'm going to quickly look up something I should probably have memorized, but don't. Turn on. Come on, I know for a fact you're not dead. Are you really somehow dead? Or are you just being defiant? No, there we go. There's a little light down here that shows it there. There we are. Sorry for all the grossness on the screen. I know the bottom one of these connectors is ground, but I can't remember what order those are in. I'm going to make channel A left and channel B right. Wonder how much you can actually see of this display from up there. Okay, coming to you live from my workbench at work that's just a complete mess. Okay. Let's see. Headphone. Give me a picture. There's convenient pictures all over the internet. It's that one. No, that's 4. That doesn't even tell me. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ground right is the middle one. We'll put that down there. Okay. So I'll continuity test that. Where'd my meter go? Yeah, I haven't done electronics videos on YouTube since I got this meter. I got a fluke. I was on the team who removed the theater organ from the Fazell residence at South Mountain, and I volunteered, but as a pseudo payment, because who the stuff was going to wasn't going to use this. I got some of the tools and test equipment from there, including this really nice fluke meter. Okay, so I'm going to connect my thing up. And then I'm going to measure this here. So let's see. So hold that there. Oh, that's ground. Where's ground on this thing? There it is. Cool, ground's connected to the right spot. Why isn't that right? Something's going wrong here. Oh! I know why. Huh. Okay. Durr, I was testing this wrong. Okay, so middle, which is right, goes to 3. Perfect. So this is already wired up how I want it. Right is already channel B. So what we're going to do is I'm going to figure out here on this which one of these is right. So let's see. Where do I have a thing that I can put into this connector? Better idea. Where's one? Ow! Where's a male one of these connectors? I know I have one somewhere. Where'd it go? I was looking at one the other day. Here we go. Oh, that's already. Oh no. There we go. That's a better one. Okay, we'll look at that. I got this. So, where's a screwdriver? I'm going to pop this off very gently. That was actually gentle for once. I can't believe it. Okay, so that'll give me access to all my pins just broken out here for my convenience. Look at that. How nice is that? Okay, so I need to sneeze. The sneeze isn't working. It's going to happen very suddenly. Which one of these is ground on here? I'm going to look for ground, see where that is, and that'll tell me the information I need. There it is. Okay. So what pin? Pin 1 is audio ground. That corresponds, okay, that corresponds to there. So that makes sense. So pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So pin 2 is channel 6, which should go to right. So we'll do that. I'll make sure, again, that's pin 1 there. Pin 2 should go to channel 6. Okay. So that will go in 3, that will go in 2. That's the information I needed to know. Turn off my meter again. I'm not going to film any of me actually working on the amp, but I'll film myself doing trivial stuff like this. After this, I'm going to rewire these speakers so they don't have these spade terminals on the end, but instead have these banana plugs. I'm missing one of the screws for this, hence why there's a thing coming out of it, but you know. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, I'll find those later. Okay. Did I charge my iPod? Oh, no, I might not be able to test this. Because the headphone jack on that laptop doesn't work. What else do I have? I don't. Here, my iPod would be over here. I could get it charging. Assuming I actually brought all the things I need for that. How much battery is it at, anyway? Does it have any battery? Here's my dock. What does it say? Why are you taking so fucking long to boot? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Has no battery whatsoever. Okay. Do I have the charger in here? Or did I purge that? Oh, I purged it because I'm an idiot. What else do I have in here? Nothing that would really be of use in this situation. So I accidentally didn't bring the things I need. Do I have anything out here? Do I have out here that would have a headphone jack? Well, that wouldn't really work. Okay, I'll figure something out. For now, I'm in the middle of this. I don't need to figure that out. Anyway, so I have a stereo out there that has a big, one of the big headphone jacks, but it doesn't. I'm not bringing this saw out there to test it. So for now, I'm just gonna put this where it's supposed to go. Oh, I forgot where things are supposed to go. Where's my meter? Welcome to me at work. I hope you're enjoying it. Is this even still recording? I'm gonna make sure of that quick. Storage low. Tap to manage. Okay. Well, whatever. I'll just let it finish. Okay, this is actually having batteries. I'm going to turn it off. Because I can use that if it decides to have battery. Okay, well, I'll just try to work and see when the phone decides to not do things. Because I can't do much, I can't put more stuff on it until I get home because this laptop doesn't have a... Wait! Oh, that's not necessarily true. Okay, I might get back to there a bit later. You know what, I'll go do that now, actually. Because I'll need the phone to have storage later. So, I will rejoin you in a bit. Here, what time is it right now? It's 5:40. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, we're going to try this again. It's now 6:09, and I have cleared off storage from my phone, and so I can continue with what I was doing. Okay, where did I leave off? Half an hour ago. I know where I left off. I was making sure which one of these pins were. 2 is left. Pin 2 here is 6. Yep. Oh, no, because pin 2 is down there. Okay. That one goes right, so that one goes left. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put that in there. Tighten her down. We're going to put the other one in there, tighten her down. How do I make that a little bit less blocked up? That's how. Okay. We'll just bend that around and get her put in as well. There we are. If I could get that screwed down. Okay, cool, my cable is redone. I just need to put the little housing back on it and a little strain relief back on it, and we'll be good to go. So let me put the cable back in here. I think it goes like this. Is that right here? How does this go? Yeah, that's right. So it goes on like that. Those need to bend out of the way. I'll make sure there's no shorts before I put it all together. Okay, those can go like that. I'll use my screwdriver to bend. Woo! Don't short ground there. Okay, to bend that a bit away. Now those can go down next to each other in theory. Yeah, like that. Like that. Whoa. Clean. Okay, I'll put the screws in. I'll try to figure out how to strain relief this. We'll be good to go. There we are. Yes. That. Okay, I just need to put my strain relief on there. It's a bit of a janky strain relief because this is such a small housing, but we're going to ignore that. Come on, come on. On one side. Yeah, I got the other side. Oh, no, I didn't get the one side. One. One. There we go. Okay, let's try to do that. There. Yes. Okay, I'll just screw that in a little bit, screw that in a little bit, just to hold it down so I don't have to hold it down. Yeah, that's still loose. So I'm going to put those about where I want them to be, and then I'll screw that down more. I know I'm using a flathead screwdriver on a Phillips head screw. I don't really care. There we go. Those are both tamped down pretty good now. Okay, and now I'll just make sure that yeah, I'll just make sure that my cables aren't impeding anything. Cars outside. We're on a major-ish street corner here, so we get fun car noises. Okay, there. Then I can just put that like that down. Nothing will ever move in there, so I don't need to worry about shorts. Voila! I now have this cable that goes from a... Oh, why is that like that? It goes from a DB15 to a DB9 with the specific pinout I need to connect this amp. I'll screw that on because it's such a big connector. There, I can connect that amp to here. And now I have my relay input, and then I have my audio input. Let's test the relay. Turn the meter off here. Try to get it untangled from everything. Oops. There we go. Get all this out of here. I got my power supply over here. That'll be using for my relay voltage. We'll just make sure she's working okay. What do I have it set to? I have it set to just above 12 volts. I'm going to set it to exactly 12 volts. There. She's working. That's a good way to test it. I think this can be correct in either polarity, but there we go. Look at that. So my relay signal works. That's good. You can hear the click and you can see a light come on. For this, to demonstrate that, I'm going to put this amp here so that you can see. I'll plug that in, and then I'll do the same thing I was doing there. Hopefully you can see that past. There we go. So, and then that's doing the same thing on this amp. I don't need this anymore. At least not right now. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Like that. You see the relay light is on. And so if I plug this in and plug speakers in and plugged audio in, it would go. So, very goodly muchly. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to prepare my speakers. So I'll leave that. Now I'll take the cable off. There we are. So I'll put that somewhere. I've also brought something that might have a working audio out other than the iPod. So I can use this here. So we'll move those over there. Turn that off, so I don't want that shorting. There we go. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get our test speakers, and I'm going to put these new connectors on the end. because these, I don't like them. They feel very fragile. They're worn out. And these would be easier too because I don't have to screw them. I just plug them onto there and bam, the speaker's plugged in. Very convenient for testing. So let's do that. Gutters. So we're just going to go boop. Let's see. Hold on. What wire was that? Okay. Wire with the stuff on it was dark gray. I don't know if that's positive or negative. I don't really know how to tell if it's positive or negative. So, oh well. What's going on this one? I'll do that one later. I'll do that one after this. So, got that. I'll just strip these a little bit here. Oh, don't be like this on camera. Yeah, these, is this what strip tease is? I shouldn't have said that. There we are. Come on. You know you wanna. These are dull. That's all get up. Come on, these worked last night. Do I have to go find other ones? It's stretching out the thing. There we are. Okay. Get those very goodly matchly. Might cut that a little bit. Cut that down a little. Well, that sort of worked. There we go. Now they're about the same length. Okay, get one of these. I'll get the one that's not having issues. Oh no, I'm missing two of these. Oh no, okay, I found them. One goes down there. Okay, where's my screwdriver? I have a different one that I want to use for this. I'm going to unscrew that one. That just still fell out. Oh well. Close enough. There we go. The labeled wire I'm going to say is positive. I think that's what I do. Ooh, I could put them through this. That could be nice. Ooh. Oh, no. Okay, well, I have one. Where's the other? There it is. Okay, well, we'll put those in after I figure out the wire. Let me get this off the speaker a little bit more. Like these wood grain speakers, these are rad. So much stuff in the organ industry is wood grain. My favorite size are the full grain, the full sized Rogers 1.7 or I forget what the sub cabinets are called, but the full sized ones that are fully wood grain like this. I wonder if these are Walker actually. These might be Walker. I don't know what these are. They've been the test speakers since before I became hired, so I don't know. Oh wait, I'm doing this. Okay, do it like that. I think this is how you're supposed to use these. If you're not, I don't know what this hole is for. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to bend it, put that in the hole. Oh yeah. I'm going to put my screw down it. I'll do the same with this other one. put that down. There. And I can just pull that taut. Look how clean that is. That's nice. I like that a lot. And look, I can just plug my speaker in now. If I could not miss. Look at that. That's great. I should have done this the day I got hired. I've been using these speakers like this for what, a year and a half now? How many months ago was November of 24? Okay, look at that. Oh, bam, now I have a speaker connected to channel 1. Instead of having to fiddle with these stupid connectors and put the thing... Where's some discarded ones? Where'd they go? Oh, here's one. Fiddle with this. These aren't the right size, so I have to kind of put it in the hole. And I hate that. So this is so nice. Oh, that's really good. I like that a lot. I'm just gonna have a Shango moment here. Just do this a bunch of times for little reason. Do another one. Look at the sound these things make. Oh, very good. They make good chime. Okay, where's my other one? I should find a better screw for this. This is way too long. No, you don't. The other one's already lost. Okay, let me try to find a different screw for this. I'll be right back. Oh, that's way better. Oh, perfect. Oh, we'll do that. Look at this one I found. This is nearly flush. Look at that. I could probably make it flush when I actually screwed it. Where's the screwdriver? Yeah. Okay, so that'll go on that side. Where's the other speaker? I was legit getting worried recently that one of those connectors was going to fall off the speaker when I was using it because they just felt so fragile. And they weren't crimped properly, in my opinion, at least. I don't think they were crimped properly. I don't know who crimped these. It was probably... I guess I really don't know, actually. So, I don't know. Look at this nice contraption I built for tests. Isn't this good? Isn't this what you want? I built this for... we had an organ that died. And I found that the cage power supply went bad, and the plus minus 15 volt didn't work, but the 5 was fine. I had to take the whole thing out. So what I ended up doing is tapping off of a different plus minus 15 volt supply in the organ. And then for the 5 volt, I took this, I put clip leads on this end, and then I have a test cable that I did. Where'd it go? I put it somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. Possibly in shot, I don't know. But anyway, it's right here. So I have this cable lying around because I repaired the original power supply that was in an organ, and this came out of it that was just powering it for a couple of years in the meantime. And this cable was on that. I just recently added these spade connectors. What this originally was just blank, and then I had these little wire nuts on the end to connect it to this, and that's just how this power supply sat for a while after that. And then I took this off for a different project, for a different Allen power supply that wanted spade lugs. So I put spade lugs on it. And then this, so I could still use that with this, I put this on the end. I crimped these on here. And this is a nice little 5 volt supply. It's like 2 amps. What is it? 2 amps, yeah. So this is cute. This just sits on my bench now, I guess. I ramble so much. I'm lucky that I'm good at my job and that my boss likes me because, oh my goodness, I'm obnoxious. Okay, let's figure out how this is. Look at even the back. Okay. Can you open these? I might be able to open this and figure out what the polarity is. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to hope it's the same. Okay, so... what did I do for the other one? Where did I put it? Oops. Where did I put it there? Why did I put it over here? What's wrong with me? Okay. I believe I did the flavored wire goes to... flavored? Okay. That one goes to... yeah. So the wire with text on it is positive. So we'll go in. See, these cut fine. Like that. But then they don't strip. Whatever. God, what other wire strippers do I have? Okay. I might dig through the tools and try to find another set of these. I believe these were... there we go. I believe they were owned by Marks Minter. Whatever. Okay. So, there we go. Strip those. I'm going to put that in here. Okay, that's there. Phew. Gonna put those. That was a bit long. Nah, they fine. So you're just watching random bench time at work. I don't even get paid for this. This is just random bench time of, you know, redoing the speakers, you know, building test harnesses for things that I just need to get jobs done. I'll start getting paid the second I start actually looking at this amplifier. For test purposes of trying to fix it, but just doing this I spent what 2 hours on or something. It's a bit long for how simple this cable is, but you know, that's probably how long I spent it. That's stuff I don't get paid for. Thankfully, I love my job and I don't care. But yeah, I'll make a YouTube video while at work. Why not? Have a fun time, you know. Okay, let's figure this out. So that's the one with stuff. So that's gonna go here. And it will be beautiful. Okay, very good. I said very good. Behave. It's not behaving. Hold it there. Okay. Be in. Where did I put the screwdriver? Did I end up over here? Where did I put it? No, that's not it. Ow. Woo! Glad I caught that on video. There it is. Just videoing me being incompetent at work. This is fun. The best fit, you guys will probably just watch this, because I have a loyal audience of like 5 people for some reason. Hey, that's rad. I appreciate y'all's. Just why? Why though? Oh no! Oh wait, no. I can redo that. No, that'll come around. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. Yeah, that's supposed to be like that. Okay, and then I'll pull it back. We'll be okay. Oh, that screw's in the way. I'm gonna use the flathead screwdriver on the Phillips head screw again. You're also gonna like it. Put that in with the actual screwdriver because I need to put some amount of torque on it. There we are. Okay. Now I just pull that through, twist it, pull it through. She's going to look new. She's going to look brand new. If this would actually work. There we are. Okay. Just massage it a little bit, get it around properly, and then done. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so happy with how these have turned out. Look at that. Just plug that in. Oh, that's good. And now I have everything I need to test this amp too. Okay, so let's do this. Let's test my cable that I built. Now, I believe the problem with this thing is that the amp channels 5 and 6 are quiet. I'm sure it won't mind me putting a speaker there. Okay, channel 2. Channel 1, this will go. Yeah. Sick. That'll... Okay, so we got those. I need to get power over here. I have power over here. Where's my cable? It's under everything. I work best in a mess. Okay, I'll just clean it up later. Okay, I have power to my amp. Now I'm gonna hook up my cable that I built here. So this cable will now go on. So yeah, pro tip, if any of you guys happen to actually be organ people, I know none of my regulars are, but unless like one of my friends in the organ industry watches and doesn't tell me. Okay, so there's that. Now I'll hook it to this. I'll hook that to the iPod. I'll hook up my power. Blue is positive because that's how colors work. Statements like that practically define my work. Okay, turn on. Good. I hear this humming, which is good. That's what we want. I'll turn down my power a bit now because I think. Let's see. Will it still turn on? Yeah. Okay. I do hear stuff. Here, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, turn the iPod on. See if it actually works. I hear a hiss from it. Songs. What songs do I got on here? Come on. What do I got? What's some theater organ stuff here? Albums. Do I have any theater organ on here? Oh, I know I do. Hold on. Pepsi Man. Where is it? Ooh, Oriental Theater. What's this? Ooh, I'm not going to play that because it's too long, but cool to have that on there. Where is it? Premiere. There it is. Please don't run out of battery. Ah! Hey! Yow! We got a little bit. That's a good sign. So I'll take that out. Oh, cool! I got so my channel assignments work. Nice. Okay, so I'll put that there. Now I got this. If I can unbury it here, I'm dropping shit. So I found this display, and that's probably an audio input, but I want to see if it'll also function as an out if I put input into this. So we're gonna do that. I have all the cables for it over here, so we're gonna try that. Get power into this. We have purchased a power strip for this, but for now I just have this extension cord coming down from the ceiling that I plug shit into. Okay. Power. Oh, that's so bright. Okay, well, let's plug HDMI into it, and then we'll plug my laptop into it. Marshall Electronics. Marshall? One of those. I'm going to pretend this thing actually works, because I don't know. It's so bright! The menu button doesn't work. So I can't go into the menu. So it's just going to be bright. Yeah, let's see if I can get audio out of this thing with this. Will I actually get some? Maybe. That went away. What's it set to? AV1. Oh. HDMI. Does the computer think I have any displays connected to it? Settings. Display. No. Darn it, computer. Okay, we'll try this again. Oh, there we go. Oh, it went to sleep, didn't it? What is it doing? Oh, now it's off. Now it's on. Marshall Electronics, yeah, I know. Try plugging and unplugging from that side. There. Figure yourself out. It says I have two displays. It says they're the same. What do these do? These buttons. Why is it stuck on this screen? Try to go back to PC, AV1, AV2, HDMI. Marshall, yeah, I know. Would it be PC for whatever reason? I'm pretty sure that's the VGA. Yeah. How do you connect AV to this? Is that that? Oh no, that's not audio input for the VGA. That's... Oh god. We'll find out if it works. There we go. We'll see if at least audio is going in from the computer. What sound do I have on here? MP3. No, I know what sound I have. Audacity. What file is this? Oh, new. Make sure I'm on that. That's off. That's on. Good to me. I guess I don't know if this cable's good, but file, open. Sure, a Waltz Journey concert. Let's play that. Let's go. Oh, I'm at the end. We got this off cassette. Oh, well. It says it's playing to something. Or it's clearly playing to something, because playback device. Speakers, headphones. That ain't muted. Oh, wow, that's going to sleep. That's fine. Well, it's playing out to it. I just don't... It just doesn't realize anything's there. And if I do this, it'll start. Or just stop, because why not? Yeah. Oh, this is still plugged in. Put that over. Just make sure this isn't working. Yeah. So the laptop doesn't see it. Maybe if I just do that a bunch of times. Nah, it's busted. Oh well. extension cords for that here. I really don't want to bring this out there. What else do I have that'll make sound? Well, I have my GBASP with me, because that doesn't have a headphone jack. Why didn't I just bring a DS? Those have been freaking faultlessly reliable for me when I need audio out. My phone, of course, doesn't have audio out. I need the USB-C dongle for that, which I forgot to bring. Is there anything out here? What else do I got? Yes. Not really gone. Sure. I have a really overcomplicated solution that might actually work, but I have to clear off the bench first. Well, I got 3 seconds of life. That's pretty good. Or however long the iPod lasted. I don't think there's any other iPod cords around, because I forgot all of them in my house. Turn that off. I could just do this more. Until it decides to play through there. Oh well, I'll figure something out. Yeah. Hold on, I have a crazy idea that might work. It'd be crazy, but that might work. Hopefully. Yeah, let me clear off the bench here. This will go away. I'll put my screwdrivers back where they go. Where'd the small one go? Did it fall somewhere? It probably did. I'll put my meter away. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna go get something. Oh balls, that might need organ power. Hold on. Wait, do I need multiple connectors? I don't have one of those. Do I have a cable that would connect between them? Maybe. Is there anything like that over here? Yes! Okay, this can work. Hold on, I'll be right back. Test this. Power supply. Which one of these is the test one? I don't know. They both covered in fuzz. Okay, since I don't have anything better to do, we're gonna do this. So this, I don't know if it's in a frame. Let's see. Oh, it's still recording. That's nice. So this right here is a Rogers PR300. It's used to. It's covered. Darn it. Where's a rag? Okay, we cut some things when these were still stored in the garage, and I guess they still have sawdust all over them. Get that somewhat off. I would use the compressed air, but it's gone. Okay, that's fixed. This is a PR300. It connects to a Rogers organ and saves, when you play, it saves your playing out to MIDI, and then it gets your MIDI in from the organ and then saves it to a disc, and it can also play stuff back. I don't have an organ that can use that here, but, well, yet anyway. This is a Rogers MX200. This gives you extra sound expansion, you know, different random MIDI sounds. And I don't know if this will work, but what I'm going to try to do is connect this to here and then play the PR300 test disc. There's a test disc for like a Rogers 905 or 908 or something that I have. That is this disc here that we made. Yeah, that's the right one. And so I'm going to try to play this through here and hopefully get headphone out that I can connect into this jankness. So let's try that. Special power adapter. Does this not have the thing I thought it did? Woo! Oh no, this doesn't have the thing I thought it did. Oh no. Hold on. Does this? Also no. Great. Now what am I going to do? Stop it. There. Always hold it in the wrong spot. Center negative. What's this thing? Center positive, because of course it is. Oh well. How do I prevail? Because I misremembered how this worked. So I thought, I guess I don't know how you connect two of these up now. But what I thought there were two of these DC jacks on the back of the PR300. So you plug the power adapter in, and then you can plug this and get your MX200. But I guess that's not how that works. So I'm going to have to figure this out. Well, I have all the other cables I need. I have all the MIDI and things. Where's something else that has all, you know, that I can bring here? Got really excited until I didn't. Do I just bite the bullet and bring the stereo over there? I don't want to, but I might have to. I'll be right back. I'm going to check if I have anything upstairs. What's really funny here, if I just needed something that would make noise and I didn't have to connect it to anything, there's 3 organs upstairs, one of which is an actual theater pipe organ built into this house. So, oh, my key's coming off. So if I needed sound, then I could do it very easily. Now, this is my last hope here. I don't think this is how this works, but I'm going to hope it is. But I don't think it is. So, I'm going to try this. Please work. Plug both these into there. And plug, hell, I'll plug that into there for good measure. Woo! It glows! Exciting. And that doesn't work with this computer at the moment. Okay. Ooh, goes different colors. Neat. Okay, still playing down there, which isn't a great sign. I'll turn this back on. Where did my cable go? There it is. Plug that in here. Oh! That just gives an awful screech. Yep. That works how I thought it did. Oh! Oops. That was a bad idea on my part. Hopefully that didn't damage anything. I just ripped this thing out of the organ. There we go. Yeah, it's very frustrating that I don't have my iPod cable. If I had the cable to go with that, I'd be fine. Well, I actually have an idea. Hold on. Hook this up to power. I'm going to get this power cord that I used with the display that doesn't work with this. Okay, the PR300 works. Let me make sure that this MX200 also works like this. Yep. See, this is neat right here. Look at this. Rodgers. Isn't that cool? Okay. So, that works like I think it will. Plug that there. I'll plug this into the MX200. Now I just need to make a coupler between these, which I can do with clip leads, I think. So the outside of one needs to go to the inside and vice versa. Can I do that with one of these? Nope. Oh well. I might be able to do with this one. Nope. Okay, can I put a probe in it? that'll be somewhat reliable. Which one does that go to? That goes to the MX200. Okay. I'll just leave that there. Just using it for the probe. Okay. If I'm doing that, I don't even need this other wall outlet. Actually, I could just go off my, piggyback off my relay voltage over here. I can just turn the amperage up a little bit, turn the voltage to 12 volts or so, and then do that. So, let's do this. Put that there. Get a couple clip leads. And then put one of them here. That goes to the center, which is negative. So put that there. This goes to the not the center, which is positive. So we'll put that there and there. Now I'm going to, there we go. Okay, in theory, that should turn this on now. Yay! Okay. Okay, I have those both powered up at the same time. The dream is not dead. Where's the thingus I need? Sorry, laptop MX200, I'm busy. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Woo! Don't grab that. Plug that there. I'm going to get a MIDI cable. MIDI input. MIDI out. From there. Pardon me. Okay, what do I want to do? Tone category. Or read. Sure. I don't know how to use this. Put the volume at whatever. Okay. So I'll do that. And now I will get this and plug it here. And I will hit play. Celeste. What else do I have on this? Fluid. Then we'll do the reads. Why not? Well, in theory it's playing, but I'm not getting anything out of here. Oh, it's getting MIDI. I plugged this in the right spots, right? I do believe so. It's saying it's getting MIDI input. Did that stop? Yes. There's some way to get this thing to play in a row. How do you do that? Yeah, I can remember. Chain play. There we go. Okay, we're getting that again. That's not what I'm looking for. Do I need a second cable to go between these the other way? I've never used this before, and I don't know if this actually works. I'm going to see here. This might create an infinite loop and make it not work right, but we'll see. Well, ooh, that pushes. Hold on. I put this in a demo mode apparently, somehow. Oh, I heard something. Ah! That's just from the MX. Okay, cool. How do I stop it? I don't know. Holy shit, that goes loud. Okay, I figured it out. I don't need the PR300 at all or the janky power for this. Touchy volume. Okay. Apparently this thing has a demo mode where it'll just do the sounds. So, perfect. I'll use that. Is there one that would provide like a constant sound though? This will be pretty hard to judge channels on. Where do these MIDI cables go back over here? Okay, put the MIDI cables back. I'm gonna go put the PR300 back. Okay, welcome to the majesty of the organ. That sounded pretty good. Yeah, channels 1 and 2 are known good on this thing. Channels, whatever the other ones are quiet. So we're gonna fix that. Well, I'm gonna fix that. I'm not gonna film that because I don't think Mark would want me filming that. I don't exactly know why he wouldn't. I just feel like he wouldn't. So I won't. But for now, I'm going to put this back where it goes in storage, and then I'll continue with the MX200 on the desk. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. Let's get it done. Okay, so this. Oh no, I'm still wanting to use that power supply. Okay, I'm back. next week bring something to use as output. Okay, I turn. That's important. Remember that. Why is that not doing the thing it's supposed to do?
That was part. Oh, it plugged in. That was right.
Be plugged in. Okay, you're back on. Let's play around with this. How long is this going for? An hour. Okay. And then 17 minutes on the other video, so almost an hour 20. Also getting enough terrible content of mine. Okay, so you press this. It goes to demo. I press it again. It asks... I press that. I do that. Oh. Stop. Demo 4 is the one I was doing earlier. Okay. Those sound pretty good. And then it gets really loud. Okay, I'm going to plug this into channel 6. What does this do? Yeah. It's noticeably louder in edge speaking. And if I were to put it there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know how I could see how loud they are? I could put the meter on. Look what I got here. Heathkit AC VTVM. This'll tell me. We'll do that. How much interference will it do? Surprisingly little. I'm gonna play that again. That was cool. Okay. Take my clip back. Go with you? No. Imagine this through the huge speakers I got out there. I gotta show off the stereo I got out there sometime. It's nuts. Okay. It should be warm. Blowing out nearly 3 volts just for the pure sound. Okay, let's do this test. Yesly muchly. I'm gonna leave all the settings where it is here. I'm gonna see where it peaks. I'm gonna look for like the first loud bit. I'm gonna see where it peaks, and then I'll redo it. With the channel, I'll do it with the other channel. So let's see. I'm gonna put these on another set of good channels, channel 3 and 4, just to not mess up my test here. So I'm going to listen for the first loud peak. I'm going to see what the meter goes to, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other channels. We'll see. I hope you guys can see the meter. When the reeds start to come in, that's when I'll call it the first loud bit. Okay, that bit there. Let's go to the other one and see where I get to. That looks very similar. Two half volts. Okay, that's on channel 6. What about 5? Channel 6 is noticeably quieter than 5. Channel 5 peaked the meter. Channel 6 only went up to 0.9. Does putting a speaker on it do anything to it? Let's put a speaker on it and then redo that test. Yeah, it's great. Well, I'll have to do some more conclusive tests on this. What are the other tests on this? Whoa. Whatever that was pegged my meter instantly. Okay, I'm gonna put that back to where it was. Put that on the 10-volt scale and see what that peaks to. Holy shit, it still peaks the meter. I shouldn't do this again, but I'm endlessly curious. What does that go to? Over my ears. It's absurd. Whoa. Okay, I'll put that down. Put that back on there. Okay. So that's what that is. What's 3? Just play around. Okay, we know what 4 is. Oh, there's only 4. Oh, all. It'll just play all of them. It was a pretty slow meter, but you get the idea. This is real fun. I want to see if you can see the meter. Not really. You can see it now. Hopefully. Woo! Okay, I can't put weight on those. Got it. YouTube video of this demo thing. I'll record it into the computer and do that. This is a fun demo. I like demos for music things. I don't know, I just get a kick out of them. I don't know why this thing didn't play through MIDI. Different sounds on whatever those cards are. Oh, wow, there's a lot of fingerprints in there. There we go. Put that back out. That's all it tests, I think. Oh, it loops! That's really helpful, actually. I could sit there and bench test this thing. Okay. Anyway, so I'll test this later, like really muchly. I'll ask Mark for the password to his laptop, and then I'll use that to give a known signal into this thing and see what channels are quiet and, you know, measure things. But for now, I think that's a good test. I think that's a good place to leave this video off. I have done the modifications to the speakers I wanted. I finished my cable. I repaired this last night because it was broke. I screwed around with a bunch of random stuff, and I rambled about just about everything. So yeah, that was fun. I'll count this as another 15 minutes worth of troubleshooting on this amp, just getting it working and playing around a little bit with the troubleshooting. But what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to, you know, get hard numbers on what channels or what state they're in, and then I'll play around with this module and another module I have that's broken, and things like that. Just play around with the amplifier until I figure out what, you know, just get more data points, try to figure out what goes on. And maybe if I figure out what module it is, I can put that on a channel that's naturally louder, or I could replace it, or I could try to repair it, or do whatever. So I think that'll be my next course of action, and I will end the video. So thank you guys for watching. If you stayed all the way through this, just me at work. I really appreciate it, and I do suppose I will make another video like this at some point when I'm just alone here at work, just with a bunch of bench time on my hands. Who knows? I have a couple other projects here that I might want to do. I might, for, you know, small projects, little bench things that I wouldn't, that Mark probably wouldn't mind me filming. So I think I might do this a little bit more. I might film another one of these, you know, working on something else. I do have another amplifier here. It's old, really old, that I'd just be repairing for shits and giggles, basically. That I want to play around with that, and I'll make a video of it. So let me stop this one. I'll clear off the bench or something, and then I'll figure this out. I might edit this tonight. I'm not sure. I'll edit it on my actual computer tomorrow, because the laptop I was using in this video, this Dell thing, has about the computing power of a potato. So it doesn't really work for video editing. I'll use my actual laptop. I got new video editing software that's way better than Clipchamp and doesn't require all the online bullshit that Clipchamp does. So I think I'll just, I'll get that video out fairly quick, because I just need to stitch these two parts together, possibly put a couple images on screen, and then that's it. So we'll see what happens. And for now, I will end this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I am out.